This is the best cast of any of the Dirty Harry movies, I think.
It's done really freaking well, man. I honestly
Yeah.
I remember liking this one a lot 15 years ago, and I was like, oh yeah, this movie's strong. Like, now I'm just curious, like the screenplay. So it has Cimino on it as well.
Yeah.
How much of that is? And I just read that book, Cimino, which was pretty darn good. And they talk about this, but it's 5 books ago already, so I can't really remember a lot. But how much of that draft is Cimino?
So I can only give you a theory on that, but one of the things that I would base my theory on is I can really recognize Milius in almost any script, even if you like told me it's not even a script that he's associated with. Do you think Milius wrote any of it? You know, it's funny because Milius said that they were sued during production by somebody who claimed to have invented the Death Squad. And it was like a real lawsuit, and that was the claim. And that Eastwood was sued all the time because people wanted to get him into court.
Yeah.
Eastwood at this time was doing blood work on the lot. So he was there. This is the time I told you, Jeremy, that he said to you he was going to have to kill you. And he told me when I met Eastwood that he had to leave to go kill a few people. Like it's part of like his conversational, motif. But I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know. It never really came up because I actually felt that it feels to me like 90% of this is Milius, but that can't be the case with both writers credited. But definitely Milius is the airport sequence, no doubt.
How did they get through security?
I don't know. Any problem here?
What are you doing here? I'm sorry you'll have to leave.
Police officer.
We've got 2 frantic hijackers on our New York flight.
Have you called the FBI?
Yes, they're on their way here right now, but the hijackers want an overseas pilot before they take off.
May I make a suggestion?
Afternoon. You take your goddamn time about it. Hey, close that door. All right, what's in there?
Overseas charts and flight plans.
Set it down. All right, turn around. Stay there. All right, turn out here. Here. Now get in there. It's all yours now. All right, get this thing up.
Where to?
You get us up. I'll tell you where to when we're up.
You want to put us in takeoff position?
Starting 3.
Move it!
All right, I'll take it.
That's right, Lieutenant. We were lucky enough to have one of your men here. He's on board now, an Inspector Callahan.
Callahan?
Excuse me, Captain. I know this may sound silly, but can you fly?
Nope. Never had a lesson.
Sit down.
Millie,
That's such a great sequence.
yeah, and I think honestly, what's that, Ian? I'm sorry.
When he says, "Can I make a suggestion?"
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. And you know it's coming and it doesn't even matter. Like you're just like
Love it.
you're pumping your fist in the air, like
Yeah.
laughing, you know, like there he is in his pilot suit, like going straight up to the plane. You're just like, yep, it's all there.
We have to cut all together every time Eastwood had a meal interrupted, where he's still chewing when he wants to get to the bottom of it, because he's doing it in that scene too. He's still got like the burger in his mouth, and he's like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I got a couple of ideas here. Well, why don't you guys give me a captain's hat, and how about a suitcase full of maps and shit, and I'll go out there and pretend to fly this fucking thing."
And
And
what
I'll-
is an
I'll kill 'em.
overseas pilot? Is it a speciality an overseas pilot?
You know what though?
Overseas pilot. We gotta.
Here's
Hey,
where you
thanks,
got to
Ed.
appreciate the theory that no part is too small, because those other dudes in the cockpit that are looking at him,
Yes.
like,
It was
they're
great.
like, excuse me, Captain. This might sound like an asshole question, but have you ever flown before?
Yeah. And they did a great job with him. Like, sorry, just to go back to like with the eating part, like just tying that thematically through the movie, right? Where like nothing dissuades him from shoving food in his mouth until he figures out what's happening.
Then he's not
Yeah.
hungry.
So he lost his appetite instantly. You know, like
And I
just
love-
am like, oh, what draft did they figure that out? You know, like, oh, we don't like here we should have him stop eating.
Yeah.
Your road to redemption is paved with tombstones. No quarter, kill all masters. Go to noquarterkillallmasters.com. Rated R.